Did anybody play the Max Payne games? Max Payne.
Yeah, I played them on
Andre does.
PC, but yeah.
I've seen people play it and get fucking murked. Does that count?
I'll give Max Payne 1. What are the tiers? I'm not looking at the stream. What are the tiers?
Goat, God, high, mid, low, and shit.
I'll give Max Payne 1 mid, and I'll put 2 the one above that. Yeah, Max Payne is pretty fun. Wow!
So we got the Guitar Hero games. Anybody has played these besides me and Andre? I know Joel has.
I played some. I played 2 and 3.
Okay. Yeah. What's your opinions on those?
Those are the only ones.
3 is, and I think 2 is a step under.
So where'd you put 3?
I don't know if I put it in Go.
I put it in Go.
I definitely put it in God though. Oh, I guess it literally like defined my childhood, so I kind of have to give it credit. I just wasn't very good at it, so I was literally on easy mode the whole game. But I will say playing Devil Went Down to Georgia against the literal devil is highlight of my childhood.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I'll
I'll give it a go.
He was in a bind because he was way behind.
I would put Guitar Hero 3 in GOAT, personally.
I think it also affected my music taste, to be honest.
Oh, for sure. That game had such a good soundtrack. It's, like, not even funny. Like, the first, like, 3-4 games had killer soundtracks. Personally, I'd put the first one, like, mid. It was fine. I'd put the second one in, like, God or high. I'll put high for right now. And I'd put 3 in GOAT, but I could do God if people want to just put in God tier.
I'll give it GOAT.
You'll give it GOAT? Yeah, now we're talking.
I think I'm willing to put it there, just like I said, like, I feel like when I think about, like, the games I replayed the most, 3 is definitely up there. I think I just, like, don't give it credit as much because, like, I think of the whole series, and also, like, it kind of died, right? So I just don't really think about it that much. But, like, if I think of, like, Call of Duty as, like, a series, that's, like, their Modern Warfare 2.
I played World Tour. I know Joel played World Tour. World Tour was okay. I'd put it, like, mid-ish, maybe, personally. Okay, mid, that's fine.
Or is where it started to go downhill.
I never played the Aerosmith one. I played a little bit of Rock the 80s. It was...
Aerosmith one was fine, but it kind of sucked. But it's like, do you like Aerosmith that much?
I feel like I think it started to lose me once they stopped focusing on mechanics and more on adding songs.
I don't think I played 5. I never played 5.
Yeah, you would get.
Metallica was actually okay. I put that in mid. Ratchet and Clank says Going Commando. This one?
I don't remember that one.
Honestly, Ratchet and Clank, we just low tier the whole series, to be honest.
You're right. Joel said hi. I vaguely remember this game, so I'm going to go with Joel on that one. Okay. Who here has played Okami?
Okami is really high up for me.
Is that any better?
Yes.
Cool. Sorry, I just chimed in to say you would hate the game once it starts adding more music. That was all.
Yeah. I feel like it's like Guitar Hero, but let's talk about the strings. Let's talk about the bass of the guitar. We don't have to. It doesn't have to be about music all the time.
There's so many Guitar Heroes. Stone I definitely have.
Okami, to me, I said it earlier, but Okami is kind of like a little overrated. I wasn't super into it. I think it's because it's like a mechanical thing. But I did like playing it more when I played a little bit on the Wii. So I feel like the brush mechanics.
For me, I think it's underrated because no one talks about it ever. But I love Okami, and I love the style. The music is amazing. And the actual game and story is really cool. I think it's just too long. It, like, drags at points because it's, like, I feel like I'm in a fucking epic. Like, I'm playing the Odyssey. But at the same time, like, that's kind of cool and it's part of the charm. For me, I mean, it's really high up. It's not GOAT, but I'd put it in higher God tier.
Okay. Joel, where would you put Okami?
Sounds like mid based on what he said.
Yeah, honestly, he's giving me
Let him
vibes.
speak.
At most God, maybe high. I put it in mid, so I think we could put it. I'll put it in
high tier.
High tier, yeah.
Yeah.
We need to ask AJ as well. AJ played Okami.
I just feel like it being next to Ratchet and Clank going commando is disrespectful. I just don't think Ratchet and Clank going commando is that high.
Ratchet and Clank is one of the defining series of the PlayStation.
Yeah, but
Joel said, "Bro, I will
like,
smack your ass."
Isn't going commando like one of the weird sub ones?
No, that's a mainline entry, bro.
Is it? Maybe I'm just thinking of something else then.
Yeah, get him, Joel. Get him, Joel. You don't know what he's talking about.
I mean, Joel will say that Clank is God tier, so I don't.
No, that's ad hominem. Don't do that. That's ad hominem.
Did anybody play this game God Hand?
God Hand is amazing.
I've never played it, but I know that's the one where you just beat the shit out of people, right?
For the last time, it is Secret Agent Clank.
It literally just says Clank.
It's cut off, I think.
Yeah.
He said it just says Clank, bro. What are you talking about?
The fucking cover just says Clank. I know it says Secret Agent Clank, but Secret Agent is written in like 0.3 font, and it's the fucking 0.24. It's Clank.
Wrong! You're wrong! That's why he's a goat! The goat!
He has a bow tie, Laredo. Are you fucking
Yeah,
kidding?
he does have a bow tie, and his name is Clank, and he does a good job, I guess, but I don't know why. That game was so fucking weird.
Hey,
We're not even on that. Okay, let's just do it now. Okay, Secret Agent Clank. Where are we putting it? Where are we putting Secret Agent Clanks? We're talking about it.
There, Clank is literally low tier. Like, what are you talking about? That shit is whack. It's got no Ratchet in it, so it's only half the fucking main cast. He's got like a little. It's just like a basic platformer.
That's where the Secret Agent comes in.
He's got like a little propeller backpack. I mean, I gotta be honest. Even as a kid, like I thought it was boring and never finished it. So
I like how we're frying right over this. And earlier we were frying Rob for
probably the longest we've talked about any game. So
Andre, what would you put God Hand?
I would put God Hand at a solid God. But God Hand is just very, very unique, very, very fun. Extremely mechanically, it's fine, but it's just extremely memorable. It's just very, very memorable. Like the whole game is a meme. Rob, you played God Hand, right? Weigh in on this, will you?
You're like, back me up here, buddy.
Back me up here, Rob. Come on.
I've seen the stuff. That's all you need.
That's all you need. It's the same thing. Get him, Black. Get him, Black. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like a Suda 51 game. If we know Suda 51.
Can't say. Maybe actually, I might. That sounds familiar.
I'm out of the running on any Metal Gear game.
Oh, you never played Metal Gear Solid?
They made like Killer 7 and like okay, Stone. A comparison for you. God Hand. Imagine like No More Heroes, but like hand-to-hand combat.
Oh, sounds pretty good, man. What's this fucking screenshot? He's a prisoner. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty was okay.
I
thought people thought 2 was the best one, don't they?
You're thinking of 3.
Yeah, 3 people think 3 is the best one.
I thought they liked both, but I don't know.
They like both, but if we're talking like that's like comparing okay, so the comparison between 2 and 3, that's like Vice City versus San Andreas. It's like no contest, you know.
Oh, San Andreas all the way.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
I think people do like 2 though. People do. I found 2 a bit stiff, but you know, granted that's with my like modern game quality of life perspective. So, but 3 was really fun though. I got a kick out of 3.
So
for sure.
I would put 2 probably in mid to high. I'm leaning towards mid personally, and I put 3 in God tier. that'll be my ranking.
Okay. I respect it.
If anybody disagrees, but that's what I got. Katamari Damacy, I'm pretty sure Rob has played this.
Katamari Damacy is sick. It's a simple game, so it's hard to like give it anything higher than like high tier or mid tier.
Yeah.
Rob said triple S.
I mean, for what it is, it's incredible. The music is fun, it's quirky, it's really weird, but it's like a really good time. Easy to just get lost in and just kind of like fuck around.
Yeah, I can't really get mad at Katamari, honestly.
I'll put it in a God tier to even it out because Rob said GOAT.
I think I wouldn't put it that high though.
I would give it a nice high, maybe.
Okay, so I hear high. Rated, what'd you say?
I would say high. I guess if you're meeting in the middle and he says GOAT, it is God, but I just don't think it should be that high personally. But that's fine.
For me, I just don't think it's very unique, very memorable, great music, very fun. But at the end of the day, the gameplay loop is like one thing, you know?
Yeah. I will say though, like it's very iconic too, which I think gives it brownie points.
Did anybody play the sequel? This one? I don't know if it's a sequel or a prequel or whatever. But
Katamari Galaxy?
no, it says we love Katamari. Is what it says.
Oh no, I don't know.
Roll on the Switch, does that count? I think that's the remake of the first one.
There was sequels, but I don't know if that was one of them.
Rough Trigger. Has anybody played Rough Trigger? I don't want to say it again. I said it once. I'm not saying it again.
You said Rough Trigger?
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
They said Rough Critter.
Rough Critter.
It's an angry rat.
Call of Duty 3 was not bad.
I actually kind of liked that one because it was the first one I played, and me and my family were literally fighting on the Xbox, even though it's PS2. Comparatively to like what's next, it's just mid.
Yeah, but I think for its time it was fine though. I thought it was decent.
Yeah, but in the same era, I think 4 and 5 both came out, so it's just like if I gotta compare them, because I have to, because they came out in the same generation. Like World at War is literally 2 steps away from it, so I gotta give it mid or low.
Yeah, I would give it a mid tier. I think it was fine for what it was, but it wasn't anything special. Ratchet and Clank, Up Your Arsenal. This one I did play.
Here.
It was fun.
You such
Here we go.
titles.
Here we go. It's the greatest game of all time. I can't even see what Joel's saying, so.
GOAT.
I hear the notifications going off.
I personally wouldn't put it God tier. It was definitely fun, though. I would put it high, personally. But if Joel is saying GOAT and I'm saying high, the even consensus would be God.
My God.
What?
Brother.
It's fair. What would you rank it, then?
That is fair. It's just that, like, every single Ratchet and Clank game, he's going to say GOAT. So it's just going to be like, God, what? It's going to be God tier Ratchet and Clank everything.
Now, there were some bad ones. Like, when we get to Size Matters, you'll see garbage.
When we get the Clank, that shit is going to shit.
We already got Clank. Clank went to low tier. It's on there.
God damn it.
Yo, why did you hit Clank with so much resent? You said when we get to Clank.
I don't know. Bro, something about that game I just don't like. I think it's because I played and I hated it. And I was just like, that was like one of the only bad games I played on PSP that I like didn't like. Even when I was playing Sonic Rush or Sonic Boom or whatever it was, I had a good time.
Yeah, I could tell you had a grudge when you said that shit. Oh my God. Yeah, I like Clank.
I also played Clank like right after Crisis Core, so like I just played a game that like literally changed the trajectory of my life, and then I had to play fucking Clank, and I was like, God damn it!
Right. I get you.
Call of Duty
World at War is the GOAT.
I personally say God. I wouldn't put it in GOAT personally.
No, it's GOAT, bro. It literally zombies. No, it's GOAT.
I know, but like in grand scheme of things, World of War Zombies is.
No, it's not in the grand scheme of things. For like PS2, for the time, even when you fucking go back, even when we're on Black Ops 3 and we're playing zombies, like, everyone's playing old maps. Like, they downloaded the old maps. They made a whole fucking thing. Everyone's playing them because they're the best.
Yeah, but BO3 maps are still goated, though, and I'll die on that hill. I definitely really enjoyed World at War. I just don't know if I'd say it's like it's not. I don't even think I'd put that game top 3 in my all-time Call of Duties.
Yeah, now we're talking about quality versus legacy, right?
Yeah, that's where it gets a little bit hard.
But I guess
mean, for me, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off on there.
no, I was just gonna say our criteria are our own, right? So I'm not necessarily faulting you for that.
For me, Derice is one of the best called zombie maps, and I really enjoyed the multiplayer, despite it being like very old school. Like having dogs like fucking jump people as a kill streak is hype as hell.
Was World at War the one that had vehicles in the multiplayer? Or was that Modern Warfare?
I don't think either had vehicles.
I said that's Battlefield.
No. There was one Call of Duty game where there was vehicles.
That was 3. 3 is they had vehicles, but 4 and 5 they took vehicles out. After 4, there's no more vehicles in multiplayer until you get like later. But yeah, 3 definitely, because I was driving around with tanks and shit. I remember that clearly.
So you say GOAT, I say God. Does anybody else have like an opinion on World at War?
For World at War, even though my opinion doesn't fully count because I'm not a big Call of Duty boy, I'll give it a. I'll give World at War. Say it was good, not great. I don't remember these tiers because I'm not looking, but I give it the equivalent of like a B minus.
Okay, so you say B, which is an I. So look at that. Look at that. Right next to Up Your Arsenal. There you go, Rado.
It just is way better, but
okay. Zone of the Enders. Has anybody played this series?
Didn't Rob say he played that?
I don't know. I just know I sold this one on eBay one time. Zone of the Enders.
That was you. You sold it. That's right.
Did anybody play the first 2 Monster Hunter games?
Sounds like something Ben would have played.
no, I did not.
Nope.
I honestly haven't played any Monster Hunter games.
I've never played the new one, bro.
I've only played the newer one. What was it called?
World.
Yeah, that one. So Rob, you played 2. What would you put 2? A. That's fine. Ratchet and Clank size matters. Joel said this game is shit, and if Joel said this shit, then it must be in shit tier.
It's shit. That means it's shit. Yeah, that thing is terrible then. Holy shit.
So, Ratchet Deadlocked, I vaguely remember, but I don't at the same time.
Here we go again with the one-man hero fucking titles. Like Clank.
Ratchet Deadlocked, I vaguely remember my friend playing this game. I never played it personally, so unless Joel has an opinion on it, I was going to put it in and haven't played unless someone else has.
I feel like there's no way Clank has earned that level of discontent. It's just, he's trying his best here, you know?
I'm pretty much out of commission on these until we hit the Sly, so I don't know.
You never played Destroy All Humans?
I played like some of Destroy All Humans, but I don't even remember.
Dude, the first Destroy All Humans is God.
Anyways,
I would give it God only because we're reserving GOAT for the second one.
Beautiful Joe. Anybody played the first 2 Beautiful Joe games?
I didn't love Beautiful Joe the way everyone else did, but
I actually only played some of 3, so
I know Rob likes the game a lot. Oh, he said his uncle played it, so no one's actually played Beautiful Joe.
I played it. I just love it.
I literally only knew about him because I got Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Alright, so Deadlocked, not as good as 3, but still really good. Had most of the same mechanics, all the same humor and storytelling. It sucks that you didn't have playing with you the whole time, but you had the co-op mode, a bunch of different unique game mechanics that were still very fun to play. Not GOAT, obviously, because that's where 3 should be. Maybe not God. I would put it high tier.
Okay, so Deadlocked
Dang.
high. Okay.
This man gave us a whole elevator pitch. That's crazy.
Loved it. 3 was by far the best in the series. The PS4 games that came after, very close. Deadlocked, also really good.
Are you in the bathroom, Joel?
No, I'm in a hallway.
Oh, okay.
I tried to call in the bathroom, but then somebody walked in right after me. So.
They knock on his stall. You talking about Ratchet and Clank?
Yeah, but Destroy All Humans 2 was pretty good. I put like mid or high. Or like low high. It wasn't like that fun. Because some parts were overly hard for no reason. Yeah, you can go ahead and put Ratchet Clank 3 in God though. Or GOAT.
Which one is that one?
Your Arsenal is 3.
Yeah, okay.
Which should be in GOAT.
But I know it should be in God tier. That's Destroy All Humans. That game should be in God tier minimum. That game is so fun.
I never played that game. I can't say anything.
All right, and it's actually funny because I actually never played the second one. I only played the first one.
I think Andre specifically said he would put in GOAT.
The second one?
In hindsight, maybe in God, not GOAT, but because it does get a bit repetitive. I just think the gameplay loop is very fun. I'm not gonna lie.
So God, that's fine.
I definitely loved it at the time I played it, but when the remake came out, I was like not in a rush to buy it, so it can't be as good as I remember.
Psychonauts. Has anybody played this game besides Joel?
I've heard only great things, but I've not played. I put it in. I'm torn between mid and high because I literally just played it, right? And it doesn't hold up. Like it's not nearly as good as its sequels. But the story's cool. Introduced it. It still feels like legacy wise. I want to give it points. I'll give it high tier just because it introduced a lot of really cool concepts, and I like the idea of like playing the game and like collecting your thief book, and then at the end, like you're like a full-fledged thief because you had to earn it. That's pretty cool.
I'll give it high just because it had a lot of great ideas compared to a lot of games coming out at the time, and then I don't want to like have too much bias with like the sequels, but it did expand on those great ideas, so I will give it a high. I think 40 is high.
I'd probably give it a mid, to be honest. I wasn't like blown away by the first Sly Cooper game personally.
Actually, I'm not mad at mid though. I would put it on the high end of mid, but I wouldn't be mad at that though.
I'll put it mid then. Like it's not a bad game at all. I definitely think it's the weakest of the trilogy for sure.
I think also like for me with Sly Cooper though, which helps it. I think the characters are really dope. But I do think like they get better as they go on. Like Murray is kind of like a weird little pussy man in the first one. In the second one, he's like all of a sudden a very confident guy. It's weird, but
Murray.
So Sly 2.
Let's go.
Sly 2. God or God.
No, bro.
I was definitely leaning more towards a God personally.
I give it a high God. Yeah.
Oh, whack as hell.
Series in general, like it's definitely the best Sly Cooper game for sure. For sure. My thing with Sly Cooper, again, as I said in the chat, not that this necessarily makes the game good or bad. I feel like story phenomenal, characters phenomenal, atmosphere amazing, the music, the doom 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 as you sneak up on people, it's amazing. The voice acting amazing. For me, gameplay wise, I feel like you kind of play it on autopilot. Like in my opinion, there's very little difficulty in the game. Not that it needs to be difficult, but I just don't feel like my skills are tested in any way. I feel like, oh, right here, this is where I use this move. This is where I use this move. Like, I don't know. I feel like you can kind of sleepwalk through the game, low-key. All of them.
Oh, I was also thinking of putting in a God tier. I definitely like it a lot, but like, it's not even my personal favorite of the trilogy, but it's still super good. Like, there's nothing at all wrong with it per se. It's just, I feel like there's just aspects to other games I feel are better personally.
I got you. You're wrong, but that's okay.
For sure.
I guess for me, like what makes it GOAT for me is like the idea of like being able to switch between your teammates and like going on like missions and shit. Like it fully encapsulates like feeling like you're like actually a stealth team, which is kind of cool. Like it feels like you're playing like a cartoonish Ocean's 11 in a way.
That's true.
Like that's what it's supposed to feel like. And everything it wants to do, it does absolutely correct. And on top of that, like the characters are sick. I don't really like hate anyone in the main cast. Villains are mostly good, and all the hub worlds are really good too. Like for the most part, I didn't love the Contessa Manor. It wasn't the greatest to me, but otherwise, like for the most part, they're all pretty great zones as well.
Sly 3.
I will also say GOAT for that.
I would say God or GOAT personally for me.
I would give it God, just lower than Sly 2.
It's definitely my personal favorite of the trilogy. That's just me though. Again, it's probably because I actually started with Sly 3, which is weird, then went back to the other two. Kind of weird, but is what it is.
Like I said, in general, I just think like the series as a whole, and this is not a fault necessarily, just my personal preference. When I compare it to other platforming games, I feel like I feel like it's literally like mostly just the atmosphere, which is great, which is phenomenal. I just feel like gameplay wise, it doesn't challenge me at all. Like at any point, it's just like
I think that's fair, but I also think that it's what it's trying to do is completely different because it's not like it's not a platformer, really. I mean, like it's so easy.
Yes, it is.
It is, but it's not. Like the whole point of it is like to be able to basically press circle and like sneak around and climb things, and you know what I mean. Like it's not like trying to test your abilities on like how well you can jump on a platform. It's trying to test your abilities on like how you can like slip around someone, and even if it's like kind of easy, like I don't think there's really anything that really compares to it in that regard. Like that's like a platformer.
Yeah, and it is a kid's game as well, so that's fair. And like, I'm not trying to like super duper nitpick it. I just know that's what keeps me from coming back to it. I suppose is like, because like, and plus I really love stealth games too. So like, and I feel like most developers do stealth games really poorly. And like when I think of a stealth game like Splinter Cell, right? I always go back to Splinter Cell Chaos Theory because it's phenomenal game and there's a lot of ways to go about it, whereas with Sly Cooper, like I said, I definitely get that feeling with the story and with how everything's done. You got the guards sleeping and you come snatch the key off his big ass pocket. That's really awesome. I really do love that, but I don't necessarily feel like particularly clever or like, oh, I did that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh well, he's sitting there, he was set up to be sitting there, I sneak up behind him, I get the key, and it's cool, but it's like, do I want to do it again? Not for a couple years at least, but that's just me personally. I do think the game is phenomenal. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Don't get me wrong. It's just that's just how I feel with stealth, particularly. I just feel like I prefer when there's room for me as the player to be clever, I suppose. But anyway, I think we just agree to disagree on this one. Love me some Sly Cooper.
Spider-Man games. Ultimate Spider-Man.
Ultimate Spider-Man is high. It's real good.
I out of Spider-Man games, I only played one, so I'll just wait till then.
You could play as Venom. That's crazy.
Bro, Friend or Foe, not a great game per se, but I had a lot of fun with that game.
I would say it's good.
I would put it also in like a mid to high.
Yeah,
would you
on the high.
Would you rate it the same as the other stuff on high tier? I guess is.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would actually, to be honest. Yeah.
What else is in high? Sorry, I'm not looking at the list.
Okami, Ultimate Spider-Man, Max Payne 2, Guitar Hero 2, Ratchet and Clank Going Commando.
Okay, I don't think it deserves. I think I would put it on the high end of mid. Then I don't think it deserves.
That's fine. That's fine with me then. Joel just got back. Joel, your opinions on Psychonauts and the Sly series?
I never played Psychonauts, but I've heard it was pretty good. What do we got?
Sly 1 is in mid tier and Sly 2 is in God, but it should be in GOAT. Oh, so is Sly 3.
Sly 1, I think, is kind of mid. It was fun. It's charming. I play it all the time, but I think it's too wide. Not everybody loves it. Sly 2 should be GOAT, obviously.
I definitely wouldn't be mad at 2 being GOAT.
2's gotta be GOAT.
I'll put 2 in GOAT. I'll put 2 in GOAT.
I'm not mad at 2 being GOAT, to be honest.
But everything else is fine.
The Spider-Man games, Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3.
So I've only played Spider-Man 1, and I love that game actually. It's so goofy, but like you playing through the actual movie is funny and it's fun. And it was when I was a kid, that shit was hard as hell. The first one.
No, that game was hard, bro.
That fight with Green Goblin, that nigga had hands for no reason.
The one where you're like on the electric poles, bro, like in between the electric spots, he beat the fucking shit out of me. That took me forever as a kid. And honestly, I got worked on that one, and I got worked on the first level, like just running around in my stupid like fucking
homemade suit.
Yeah.
Do you remember the level? This level wasn't hard. I just remember it a lot. Do you remember when it was Vulture and the building was on fire and you were like going up the stairs or something?
Yeah, the clock. Honestly, that's a great ass game. Like you even like the shocker, and you're like you're running down the subway, and you gotta time your jumps with the spidey senses and like hiding between the things, and he's shooting fucking blasts at you. That game is fun as hell.
That game actually had really sweet level design. I'm not gonna lie.
Put that shit in God.
I want to put it.
I don't have any comparison. Is the only thing. Like the only thing I compare it to is the newest game, and there's no comparison because
that's
it's
my
only thing. PS4
is I would put it in. I will put it on the high end of high just because Spider-Man 2 is a really, really, really good game. But I
just can't compare. So yeah,
That's fair. That's fair.
I put the first Spider-Man high also, so we'll put it high. And then Spider-Man 2 is at least god tier because that game was so freaking fun.
I mean, when people talk about when the developers of the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man games, Insomniac, when they talk about like how they got their web mechanics, they were specifically only looking at Spider-Man 2. So I think that says a lot about it. But I haven't played it, so.
Remember the fight with Rhino? Like there was so much stuff about that game that I really, really enjoyed. I didn't spend a lot of time on it, but the time I did, I remember it being really, really fun. Spider-Man 3, never played that game. Never played the third one. I didn't know there was a third one, to be honest. Naruto Ultimate Ninja. This game was freaking god tier, bro.
That's not Storm, though, right?
No, it's not Storm. It's the Ultimate Ninja series.
I don't remember.
2D one. It was like the 2D fighting games.
Oh, okay. See, I played a lot of them. I just don't remember that one specifically.
I played 1, 2, 3, and 4. My consensus, I would say 1 was cool because it like changed the formula or whatever from Clash of Ninja. But 2 brought first game that I can remember that you could play as Itachi. Shit was kind of nuts, bro. But 3 had the best story mode and overall package, so I would give it to 3 personally.
Yeah, it was this one. It was like the size. It was like you had like the bigger area and you had like the tools and stuff. I would give the first one. I could settle with high for the first one, to be honest, but I did enjoy it a lot.
The Green Beast.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Was that Naruto in the little Rock Lee costume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, I think generally speaking, 3 was probably the best one in terms of like overall package. But
I don't think I played it, so.
It's always tough with anime games, right? Because they're kind of built off each other. But I would give it, probably say it's God. I would give it God.
I think I still have the first one in my somewhere over here. I think I had the first one still. Did anybody play the Naruto Ultimate Chronicles games?
I think that's the Wii. I played it on the Wii, I think, maybe. That's the one that's like, where it's like a tag team.
Not sure. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Is that the little 3D RPG joint where like you fought a bunch of guys and it was in 3D?
Yeah, like this one.
Yeah, I played it.
Chronicles.
Oh, yeah. And that's before he had the Rasengan, so they called it like something stupid, like Big Ball or something weird.
I couldn't spoil it, right? Yeah, that's mid, bro. That game is mid.
That game is mid, but I do remember playing that shit. So 2 is the same. It's just more of the same.
I only remember it because they look like fucking claymation.
Yeah. The bosses were fun, but they were like, whatever.
That's true. The bosses were fun. You're right about that.
Alright, we got the Dragon Ball fighting games.
Oh, boy. Oh, man. I got some opinions.
We got them all. So I'm going to start with the first one, which is Dragon Ball Z Budokai.
Budokai 1. We'll call Budokai 1.
That shit's low tier.
You give it low? Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'll give it mid, honestly. Low mid.
It's not Clank. I'll give it mid.
I've only played a few of the Dragon Ball games.
That's the criteria, huh?
It's on the same level. For me, I'm already biased because the first one I played was Tenkaichi 2, so my standards were high.
Dragon Ball Z, The Legacy of Goku. Rob, what are you doing?
Legacy of Goku, that game is fucking incredible. I would give that high.
I don't remember. I do remember. I just never played it.
Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2.
I'd say probably
bad, but I could settle on the higher end of mid, to be honest.
I'd say mid as well because 3 is the best one out of all of them.
The only advantage that 2 has is it has the what if fusions, which are really fun.
3 I'd put probably
3 is God. 3 is God level. 3 is so good, dude. Holy shit.
Brido, what'd you say for 3?
I said high, but like you gotta. I only have the perspective of when I was a kid, and I wasn't really into fighting games, and it's traditional pretty much. So
I've got it. To be fair, I have crazy bias. So
for me, it's still high. It's a really good game. It's got a great cast, and it was a lot of fun to play. But I wasn't really into fighting games as a kid. I prefer the formats of some other Dragon Ball Z games better. So I'm still with high, but I'm cool with either, to be honest. But I'm high on that one.
I don't think I played Budokai 3. I don't think I played the Budokai series, to be honest. So I don't have opinions on it. I don't know if anybody else has. I'm just gonna stick it in high then.
Sagas is that game is shit.
Oh,
I don't know. I never
If
played
shit
it.
should go into shit tier then, I would imagine.
That game's shit, yeah.
Alright, now we got, I think this is Super Dragon Ball Z.
It's mid. It was alright. Is there a low tier?
There's a low tier.
There's
yes.
a low tier.
Is that above shit?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll give it low or mid. It was alright. Yeah, it's actually bad. I'm pretty sure I played every single Dragon Ball game that was released on the PS2.
Budokai Tenkaichi, the first one.
The first one? Okay.
I never played the first one.
So the first one, mechanically, is not great. But I just have such good memories because at the time, there was only Budokai. And I remember I got that shit at Blockbuster, and I was fucking blown away. I was like, you play as Chaozu. I don't even like Chaozu, but that's nuts. We can give it mid. We can give it mid.
Okay, I was thinking mid, maybe high, but yeah, I'll throw it in mid then. Tenkaichi 2, though.
Why'd they use this cover, bro? The cover I had just Trunks and the sword. That shit was fire as fuck.
Sword? Oh my god, dude. That's God. I gotta give that God. Because 3 had better characters, but 2 had a better... Actually, no, never mind.
It only had a few... It only had more... It had more characters, but I liked 2... I liked playing 2 more, because, like, for me, it was mostly story. And it's the same story in both of them. But something about 2, like, did it better, like, with the cutscenes and stuff, and then also, like, being able to, like, travel place to fight, rather than just, like, on to the next one. So I like the atmosphere of 2 more.
I was about to say that. I'm kind of conflicted, because 2, I think 2 did a little more with the story mode, but 3 had better mechanics, though. It would have better fighting.
Yeah, I agree. And I played that shit on the Wii, so I was fucking making Kamehameha hits with my hands, so either... I'm cool with 2 or 3 in God tier, but one of them's got to be GOAT for me.
I put Tenkaichi 3 in GOAT.
Yeah, I was gonna think... I think I might edge out 3 for GOAT and 2 in God tier.
I'm cool with that if y'all are.
I remember playing 2, I just haven't played in so long, I can't remember the differences.
Did anybody play Dragon Ball Z Infinite World? Because I sure as hell didn't.
Infinite World is good.
It's not very good. It's also... It's just weird.
It should, in theory, it should be better than 3, right? Because it's got the same mechanics, just more characters. But nope, somehow they managed to F it up.
I thought Infinite World was more like... Because I thought you were thinking of Infinite Burst.
You might be thinking of Burst Limit.
Maybe. I don't know. I thought Infinite World, though, wasn't the same mechanics. But I'm looking at the screen, and it is, so...
It's basically Budokai 4, but, like, not great.
Gotcha.
Mid or low?
I'll put it in mid.
I think I did play this one, actually. And I'd probably put it in the same spot.
Mid, you said?
Yeah, mid. I had fun with it. It was... But I think I just like Dragon Ball too, so that makes it tricky.
That's the thing. I know I have crazy, but I have literally played every single one of these games. It's so bad, dude.
Did anybody play the Bleach PS2 games?
No.
Bleach? No.
I didn't even watch Bleach until the first week of college because I had nothing else to do.
I still have not watched Bleach.
I've also never played a One Piece game.
Yeah, and I played the One Piece PS2 games.
You don't like those One Piece games where Sanji literally can't hit any girls? You don't like that?
I've never played. I have no idea.
I only played maybe 2 One Piece games, and they were later in life. No, actually, I did play the One Piece game as a kid that had the 4 kids dubbing, but I didn't know anything about One Piece at the time. I was like, "It's fucking stupid."
Pirate Warriors. I was the place I never played then. Okage Shadow King. Never heard of this game.
What?
Oh God!
Nah, you just made that up. Quit playing.
No, apparently it's a thing.
You just made that up. Quit playing.
It's right here. It's right here, bro. Look at this. Hell yeah! That's
my cocks of all time.
That joint was on the shelf next to Cal, huh?
yeah. I didn't play it, but yeah, it probably was.
Right next to Cal.
Damn, that's crazy. This game looks ugly. Jesus Christ. All right, Tai in the Tai has been Tiger. I didn't play this, but I know people have.
This shit is delicious. I love Thai.
Somebody called it delicious. Oh no.
It's a delicious, bro.
The OG Thai, bro.
I played a little bit of one of them.
I've never played them, but if he's the one, I gotta put it in God. You said God tier, right?
Shit, I might have to put in GOAT now that I have the power.
Oh my god! Somebody stop
I mean,
it.
genuinely, Tyler
Ain't
Tasmanian
no way you're
Tiger.
gonna look me in the face and put Sly or put Ratchet and Clank 3 in God and tie the Tasmanian Tiger and go.
I mean, Joel, I fought for Sly everything to be in GOAT except the OG. So like, I didn't have any power over that, and I never played Ratchet
You're
and
looking at
Clank
the
3.
internet's really shitty right now. I can't hit it here.
I'm saying I didn't even. I would have put them in GOAT. I just didn't have the opportunity to.
Like, I can't even look at you right now.
The only one I didn't put in GOAT was Ratchet and Clank, and that's just because I never played it. I'm putting it in God.
Okay.
I'm not gonna put it in GOAT. I love this game though. It's one of my defining childhood games for some reason. I don't know why the fuck I had it, and I played on the GameCube.
He wants to.
But the power ups are pretty cool. They're super fun and creative. You throw boomerangs, and they always come back. But like the power ups are fun. They're creative. You can like glide with your boomerang. Mechanics are dope for a platformer. It's very different. They're all Australian, which is fucking weird. They all literally talk like Crocky Mike. We got a dingay, and you're like, okay, cool, thanks, Ty. It's just a really good collectathon, and yeah, I'd put it at God tier.
Something about
But
you.
is it?
Boomerangs always come back as like a very super funny to me.
Did you play the second or third ones at all?
I played the second. I never played the third. The second one is not as fun, and it's weird because like it's got better mechanics, and there's like a mech suit now, which is kind of sick. But something about I don't know the length or like the way things are done is not nearly as good as the first one. I want to put it at it's kind of more of the same, but I think because of its length, I'd actually put it in mid because it's like way too long for what it is.
All right, boys. Jack and Daxter 1.
I'll give that.
Jack and Dexter 1 is God for me as well.
God tier at least.
The only reason I wouldn't put it in Go is just because Sly 2 is there, and I think Sly 2 is better. But I love Jack and Dexter.
I have crazy bias. I think Jack 1 can. Actually, okay, yeah. Fine.
I think you might think the same for Jack 3, but not Jack 1.
I'd say Jack 1, high. Jack 2, God. Jack 3, I would put in Go.
Jack 3 is GOAT, hands down.
Jack 3 is GOAT, yes. Jack 3 is in GOAT.
Only because Insomniac is a Go developer.
I agree.
I mean, they are.
Yeah, dude.
Jack 3 is goated. That game is so much fun. Oh my god. But the first one, I definitely think should be in God tier.
I don't know.
There.
Okay, wait. Where's Ratchet 1?
Ratchet 1 actually is not on here. I don't see Ratchet 1 at all on this list.
We haven't gotten there yet.
I think
We
Jack.
haven't gotten there yet.
I'm gonna be honest. I
Here
think
it is.
Jack at this time, dude. I think that
Ratchet-
game could.
So, Ratchet and Clank 1, I put in high tier personally.
I'd put it in God tier.
I put in God tier.
Okay, we can do God then. Okay, there you go. Boom. I was like, where's the first one?
I enjoyed it.
But Jack 2, personally, Jack 2 is really good. I'd probably only put it in high tier, though, personally.
Jack 2 is kind of the worst one, in my opinion, which is super high bar. It's still an amazing game, but I think it's the worst
I like
one.
Jack 2 better than Jack 1.
Fair enough. I think
But that's just me. But I agree, like, the checkpoint system was super devastating.
I mean, Jack 2 got me out of the series. Like, I don't like it at all. So, I don't want to, like, drag it down to shit or anything, because I don't think it's that. But at the same time, it's like, I know for me, like, I didn't love it. So, just throwing that out there. So, whatever it is, you can knock it down a peg.
Yeah, I'll probably put it in high tier. I'll probably put it in high tier, then, because I think it's enough for it to stay there. But yeah, Jack 3, goated. Absolutely goated. The GTA games. GTA 3. Don't remember it that well.
I don't remember GTA 3 too well either. I mean, it's been decades at this point. 5 has been around since I was a fucking infant.
3, like a fourth time thing. I look at gameplay. I feel like if I played it today, I wouldn't.
I was putting haven't played. Vice City was okay. I'd probably put that in mid or high. I know people love that game, but I was like, whatever about it when I played it. But San Andreas, I'd personally put it in God, but I know people love this game, but probably put it in GOAT.
San Andreas is amazing.
It is.
San Andreas is my favorite GTA game. Yeah. The only reason it's not like 5, for example, is just because I didn't play a lot of 5. But yeah, it's my favorite GTA game, hands down.
Where would you put San Andreas?
Go.
I'm either on. Oh, it is my favorite GTA game. Given the standard, I guess I'd put it in GOAT as well.
Alright, I'll put it in GOAT then.
Dude, what?
I'll
Dude, I
subscribe.
gotta.
And then these two I've never played. Don't know what these are. Just like side shits. Don't know. All right, Ben. Just to catch you up real quick, we're rating PS2 era games. As you look at the list, if you find discrepancies, please let us know. Sonic Heroes.
It's high mid.
Yeah, high mid. I fucked with Sonic Heroes.
Sonic Hero.
Hi, bro. Garbage.
Putting
Bro,
high.
get the fuck out of here. You are.
It's not better than the OG Sly. It's just not.
It is not better than Sly 1.
I
It's mid.
think it is. I think it is.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, y'all fucking smoking pipe. Y'all just don't remember playing as like fucking Teen Chaotix and having to fight 30,000 Eggman robots on a giant haunted castle and it sucked dick. Y'all just don't remember.
cat.
Bro, I just wanted to go
Yeah.
fast, and I went fast in that game.
Esper was the best part of that game. Esper, Charming, and Vector.
I don't think Jack 1 really aged well.
I think Jack 1 aged pretty well, personally.
I don't know. I still like it a lot.
Jack Combat, okay.
It's still good, but yeah, drop
I mean,
that
we
shit.
put in I think we put in a high tier.
What? Jack
Yeah, that's
1?
fine.
Jack 1's in God tier.
Oh,
Everyone's in God tier. I don't really remember Jack 2 that much.
Yeah, most people. No, that's not true. Jack 2 is good. It's just too hard, like in an unfair way, in my opinion.
Wait, where are the Ratchet and Clank games?
Up your Arsenal is God tier.
Yeah,
It should be dope. But
We try to give them go, but Joel doesn't like Ratchet and Clank for some reason. He keeps it.
yeah. Up your Arsenal.
he's sitting there ripping on it the whole time.
Yeah, dude. That's
Every time I was at my friend's house, I would just play deathmatch and up your Arsenal. The fucking
Yeah,
like
it's such a good
after the
multiplayer.
base. So good.
Alright, wait. So, Ben, where would you rank Up Your Arsenal?
I would put up your Arsenal and GOAT.
Okay,
Let's
that's
go,
enough putting
man.
out then.
It's one of the best fucking PS2 games
back
for
up
sure.
Even waiting for
Budokai Tenkaichi 3, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
I
Feels
think,
better.
I think every other Dragon Ball game was in mid.
Yeah, I think Destroy All Your Heroes. I think what the fuck am I saying? Destroy All Humans 2, I think is better than Destroy All Humans 1.
I agree.
We were both in God tier, so.
Now that we're like actually like getting into it, I think Okami's a little low. I think it should go into God tier.
Okami should go into God tier.
Well, I'm the person who's bringing it down because I said Okami's mid to high.
Did you play it on Wii or PS2?
So that's the thing. I said I played it mainly on PS2, didn't like it. I played a little bit on Wii and it was better, but my main experience was on PS2.
Am I the only person that has the opposite opinion, where the PS2 experience was way better?
You liked
than
it better
Wii
with the
experience
controller?
for
I thought the brush has the.
I watched Chugga Conroy play it, but I actually played it on PS4 because of the remake. I can see how the Wii would be more fun because you actually make the shapes.
My sensor bar sucked cock, so every game that required motion controls was miserable for me.
All right, let's figure this out. Joel, Ben, and Rado, where would you put Okami?
I'm
That's
still
what
gonna put it
Okami
in
like low god,
low tier God.
low tier god.
This is low.
All right, fine. If everyone's saying God, I'll put in God.
Let's go.
Oh wait, Rob said low. Is he bringing it back down to high?
He did not say low, bro. There's no way you think Okami's a low
Tier.
game. At bare minimum, it's mid tier.
He's just trying. He's just trying to talk about
Low
one.
tier god.
He's just stirring the fucking pot.
And then, Ben, did you play the first Monster Hunter game? The very first one?
Yeah, first Monster Hunter game is shit.
Damn.
Oh, there we go. And then, did you play the second one?
Yeah, that's high tier, higher god.
Okay, I'll leave it in God then.
Jeez. That big of a jump?
Yeah, dude, the first Monster Hunter game is tank. It has literally the worst controls in history. That game is so bad.
And then, did you play any of the Bleach and/or One Piece PS2 games?
I didn't know there was a Bleach PS2 game.
I think that answers your question.
Wait, Beautiful Joe's and haven't played?
None of us have played it, bro.
Yeah, slide that shit up into high tier. Well, 1. I've never played 2. Nobody's played Psychonauts?
No,
Psychonauts is god tier.
Damn.
I've only heard great things, but yeah, I never played it. I haven't played the second one either. I will at one point. It looks like a fun platformer.
Sonic Mega Collection Plus. So that's like all the Sonic games in one.
I'm pretty sure it's just Sonic 1 through 3, right? And then Pinball and all that shit.
Yeah, there's like a few other ones.
It includes Sonic Pinball, so that's GOAT.
Okay.
It's a collection, so it's like it's gonna be really good no matter what. Basically, it's how much do you like Sonic games?
Yeah, I put it high.
If you like the OG Sonic games and you think they're the best thing ever, then it's GOAT. Easy.
I've never actually played the collection, so I'm not voting.
I'd say higher God, personally.
I played it, and you get like cool collectibles and shit.
Do I get ring NFTs?
As a collection, it's okay, but like it's one of those things where it's like is a Sly collection going to be on here? Because then it's just like it's just the same game.
There isn't a Sly collection on here. I already looked.
Okay, so I guess my point is it's just a collection. So like the games that are in the collection are amazing, but it is a collection. Like what does the collection do to elevate it? Not much. So I just say high tier. Just because the games are good, you can't really take that away from it.
Now the greatest Sonic game, Sonic Unleashed.
Low tier.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that good either.
My name's Silver.
No, that's the wrong one. That's 06.
The music's good.
Wait, Sonic Unleashed and 06 are different.
Yeah,
Sonic Unleashed is the werewolf game.
Yeah, that's a werewolf one.
My name's Chip, and I'm fucking here, I guess.
I think I've erased Sonic Unleashed from my memories.
I'll just put it in
The thing about Sonic Unleashed is it's just like very meh.
What about Sonic and the Black Knight?
Every time I had to play as the werehog, I wanted to kill myself. I actually think Sonic and the Black Knight and Sonic and the Secret Rings are actually kind of fun, but but you always have to like knock it down a peg because of like how shit the controls are.
They're shovel. I thought they were shoveler games for the longest time because I got them at Kohl's for $20.
When you weren't playing as a werehog, it was actually pretty solid.
Yeah, but since half the game is playing as the werehog and the werehog's so bad, like it's low for me. For me, if I were to take the Sonic levels and the werehog levels, the werehog levels are absolutely atrocious. Hated all of them. And then the Sonic levels, like, is it 100%? Not really for me. It was like 80% of them are good. And so that draws me down to like a low tier.
This next one that I won't be taking any other different opinions. Shadow Colossus should be in GOAT. I don't care what anybody says.
Shit tier.
Agreed.
It's a fine game.
Y'all are tripping. Y'all are actually tripping. That's crazy.
Shit tier. Worst game I ever played.
Are you fucking kidding?
Yeah,
It is beautiful.
Hey, clown, relax. Yeah.
Hey, he was ready to spill blood over that. Good lord.
I know. I was just fucking yanking his chain. I thought I was gonna fucking break his neck. Yeah. No, Shadow Colossus is go. I will say, like, the remake makes it way better. Like having the extra bosses, cleaner stuff, and like cleaner controls. But with all that being said, like the OG is still really good. It's still got great controls, great world, really dope. And I mean, you just fight a bunch of giant bosses. Like that's sick.
I remember
and the story's
spending
dope too.
a lot of hours not actually knowing how to do anything and just roaming the landscape, and I still enjoyed the game.
Are you putting in GOAT or God? Because I say GOAT, but
Yeah.
I think it's 3 goats versus 1 high/god, right?
We could put it in GOAT. It's okay. We could put it in GOAT. We could put it in GOAT.
Andre clearly didn't like it.
No, it's not that I didn't like it. I think everyone else saw something that I didn't see. The game was fun, for sure. It was good. I don't know. It's like that game to me was like MF Doom's rapping, where it's like there's so many layers, and it's like, okay, I guess I'll take your word for it. I don't know. Fighting the boss was really fun, but there were a couple of them where it was like you couldn't figure it out, and it was so frustrating. And it's kind of like, I don't know. I thought it was fun. I thought it was good, and I thought it was fun and everything. I think there was something that I missed, but I think that's just me though.
Your complaints are
fake MF Doom lyrics into my head again.
You said what?
Thank you for putting fake MF Doom lyrics into my head again.
I said Andre for me, like your complaints are to me what makes it really good. Like not knowing what the boss's weakness are and then figuring it out was like part of the fun for me.
It's like it's fun until you're like an hour in and you've tried every angle and you've heard him go "I go" 27 billion times and you're like, okay, this is frustrating now. But I don't know.
We get it. You're not good at video games.
I get
We know
it.
you don't know.
But on the other hand, though, I've never played Ico.
Full concept, poor execution, mid tier.
Never played, so don't know.
Apparently, This is gonna be like the anime list where Ben's just played like half this stuff, and
It's the game that came before Shadow of Colossus. It doesn't play very well.
all right, we got some Spyro games. Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. I don't think I played this one.
I think I've only played whatever one was on the Game Boy. Whatever one was on the game. I think I played Year of the Dragon and whatever one was on the Game Boy.
Played Year of the Dragon and what is this one?
Enter the Dragonfly.
I don't remember. I think this is the third one. I never played it. I played the first and the second.
It's the fourth
Or
one.
Year of the. Oh, well, there you go.
I think the first three were on PS1.
Yeah, the first three were on PS1.
Yeah, and those are the only ones I played. I don't think I ever played a PS2 Spyro game.
What's the next one?
A New Beginning.
Never played it.
Next one?
Eternal Night.
Never played it.
Infernal Night. What?
Eternal Night.
Nah, you made that up. You made that up.
I've never heard that fucking Spyro subtitle. Eternal Night?
I think Joel's the only one who's played all the Spyro games. So
You're making stuff up for attention, Stone. Stop it.
you're right. All right, Devil May Cry 1.
I'll give Devil May Cry 1. It was fine. That Resident Evil 1 camera, though, was pretty painful sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry 1 is mid. Devil May Cry 2 is low shit, and then Devil May Cry 3 is good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go. Yep. I'm glad we all can come to that consensus.
not low shit. That is funny. And then 3, I put 3 God, honestly. 3 is super fun.
3 is gotta go.
Gotta go for me.
Devil May Cry 1, okay, so Devil May Cry 1 put in mid. I think we can agree on that. 2 is shit.
Put that shit in shit. Fuck that game.
That game sucks, dude. Devil May Cry 2 is so... It's like crazy how bad that game is compared to like the rest of the...
Yeah, it's like, was this made by the same people? What happened?
But then they make 3, and it's like 3 is one of the greatest games of all time. Like, what the fuck?
I guess that's learning from your mistakes, huh?
So we're putting 3 in God or Goat. I would put it... I'd be fine with Goat, but God's fine too.
I think DMC3 is better than Up Your Arsenal. In Shadow.
I'll put it in Goat then. Andre, would you put DMC 3?
No, I put it in God.
So I was in between God and Goat, and then Ben said Goat. You said God. I'll leave it in Goat. Fuck it. I'm controlling. Fuck it. Crash, Wrath of Cortex. I don't remember playing this one.
I don't remember this game.
I do. This is the only Crash game I played. This game slaps cock.
It's hard,
So
dude.
good.
It's a good game, yeah.
Genuinely makes my cock throb.
Where would you put it?
I've played all the Crash games at a too young of an age where they all blend together, so I can't differentiate them.
I mean, it's my fave one.
Is this the one with the different masks?
No,
yeah,
that's
it's a mask.
Oh, it's a mask one? Okay.
Asks, yeah.
It's where you fight Thick Daddy Crash, and he wears different masks.
Crunch.
Crunch. I'd say high tier. High tier or God tier?
Okay. Joel said God. I'll probably leave it
Cool with God.
God then. This is the racing one. Crash Nitro Kart.
Crash Racing. Crash Nitro Kart Racing? That is fucking high to God.
I don't remember this one. Crash Nitro Kart. Okay, I did play this game. No, this game is God tier. This game is God tier.
What game?
Crash Nitro Kart Racing.
I'm gonna go with.
It's what Jack Racing should have been.
I'm gonna go with shit.
Nice.
So that's gonna balance out to mid, yeah.
Joel said it's low, so that definitely brings...
No, I was just kidding.
Oh, a little high, okay.
Yeah, I was just being annoying.
I'll just put in high then. Crash to Insanity, that game is God tier. I love that game.
Yeah, I think it's better than Wrath of Cortex, just purely off the story, honestly. The humor.
I didn't play it, so.
Twin Sanity is so much fun. I put that in God. And if I hear no disagreements, I'm gonna put it there. Damn right. These two I haven't played. Titans, Crash and the Titans? Is that what it's called?
Oh, that game sucks.
Ooh, not good. All shit. Damn, we're throwing it in shit, baby. I don't know what this last one is. but I'll
Have
throw
you
it in shit.
ever had a cock in your...
Final Fantasy X is God tier. Or no, sorry, GOAT tier. GOAT tier. GOAT. GOAT.
God tier.
I still haven't played 10.
No opinion.
I don't think it's GOAT, but I do think it's amazing. There's some parts of it that I don't like though. Like the random running into random enemies is atrocious in that game. Like you could take 3 steps and run into an enemy, and then you get out of the fight, and then 3 more steps and you're fighting someone again, and it makes you want to fucking die. And for that reason, it's God tier.
I don't know. I didn't find it to be too bad. I just really enjoyed like the spirit guide system, and I feel like I liked all the characters.
Being able to fight summons and then get them is really cool. I like that concept.
I like the bosses. I like the overall gameplay of it was really good. I was heavily invested in it as like a middle schooler, and that was really impressive for a game like that.
Where are we putting X2?
X2 is fucking. It's not terrible, but it's like mid, if that. I didn't really fuck about
I didn't play it, so
I've played X2, but I haven't played X.
How have you not played X when you played X2, bro?
Because when I was a kid, I didn't have choice in what games I got. If it was at a garage sale, it was mine.
Hey, it could be worse. You could have had choice and picked to play Cal the Kangaroo round 2. So honestly, it's okay.
Oh, round 2. There was a round 1, and he came back for more.
I personally want to put in GOAT. Radio says God.
That evens up to like High God.
I'll even High God then. Oh, Joel said God.
I really need to get this fucking game, I guess.
This is Final Fantasy 11. I didn't play 11.
There's no way any of us played 11. Who here actually had internet connection for their PS2?
I know, right?
I wish, not me.
Maximilian, dude.
He had internet connection for his Dreamcast. He's built different.
All right, that man.
Well, he said he was addicted to the 11.
Has anybody played the Tales of games? Because there's like 6 of them.
Symphonia on there?
Played Symphonia's on there.
Symphonia is on there.
Symphonia is God tier.
Dang, not GOAT, huh? What's your Tales of GOAT, Ben?
Dawn of the New World.
Really interesting.
That was my first Tales game, so I feel like I'm biased towards it, but I still love the combat in Dawn of the because that was like the first 3D Tales.
Well, that's how I feel about Exilius, to be fair.
Has everybody played the actual PS2, the drum games that we play at Otakon sometimes?
Tao Drum?
No.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
I don't think I've ever seen it in person.
I've seen it in person. I think Joe has it, but I
The
never...
PS2 ones?
Not the PS2 ones, no.
Yeah.
But no, I've never played it.
Did anybody else play Curse of the Flying Dutchman? Because I did.
No.
I didn't play it.
I've only played Battle for Bikini Bottom. Oh my god, there's so many SpongeBob games.
There is. I do like Battle for Curse of the Flying Dutchman, but it's pretty mid, so I'll put it in mid tier for the sake of the people. Battle for Bikini Bottom. For me, Battle for Bikini Bottom's like High God.
I say so.
Yeah, Battle for Bikini Bottom is an excellent game.
Battle for Bikini Bottom is so good, dude. It's a god. I wouldn't say the only reason I wouldn't put it in GOAT is just because, like, I don't know. Actually, I mean, I might put it up there, but I feel like it would get knocked down anyways.
So I played it really recently, right? So some of my nostalgia bias is gone. So while I put it in GOAT, I still think it deserves a solid God. It's an excellent game, especially for a licensed title.
Yeah, I guess for me, I also played it recently, but I really, really enjoyed it, and I got a lot out of it even still. But yeah, I'd probably say the same, because my recency bias is kind of gone. But at the same time, the reason I've considered putting it up into GOAT is just because, like, it's just, like, so much fun, even still.
Yeah.
But I guess when I think about, like, comparing it to other platformers, I don't think it's, like, the greatest of all time. So I was putting God.
What about the movie game? Where would you put that one?
I didn't play it. I didn't play any other game.
I'd put it in High, maybe God.
I'll put it in God as well. I think it was also very good, personally.
Lights, Camera, Pants is low God. Minimum. Love that game. Joel said God. I said God. Andre, you said you play this game. Where'd you put it?
Oh, Lights, Camera, Pants. Lights, Camera, Pants is definitely High. Really fun game. Very fun.
Nicktoons Unite. Never finished this game.
I'll put a high mid.
Ooh, Joel said low.
Damn. Yeah, the game wasn't great. It was more like fan service than anything. Not a great game. Not even with friends.
Yeah, I put it in mid personally. SpongeBob, Creature from the Krusty Krab.
That one was low. I barely remember that game.
Oh, I never played it. Yeah, I never played it. Oh, this is the other mashup one. Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island. Also never played that.
Low to shit.
I hear a load of shit. We'll put it in low. Maybe it wasn't that bad. What is it? Hold on. Jak and Daxter, The Lost Frontier.
Shit.
I don't know if I ever played this game. What the fuck is this? I never knew this came out. What is this game?
Yeah, you don't need to know it came out.
Oh, you said it was shit, so that's where I'm gonna put it. I have no opinions. Nicktoons Attack of the Toy Bots. Did not play this game. This is the one that has like more characters, it looks like. I see Tack in there. I see Patrick. But I never played it.
Power of Juju.